Today, we can boast about President Obama, President Joe Biden, Michael Jackson, Beyonce, Serena Williams, the late Kobe Bryant, Steph Curry, just to mention a few. Guess why? Because they are smart. Over preparation is good. Most people actually under-prepare, or they see it as something that will take a lot of preparation and then they give up in advance. The only problem with over-preparing is if it stops you from acting. And one strategy is, number one, see the opportunity coming before others do. It's better for you to walk into the exam hall and take the advance, so you don't catch yourself thinking on the spot, panic, because panic in real life seems to be much more subtle than that. Be key. It is better to arrive early, not needing to rest. Number three, the third tip, you can explore the surrounding terrain, a view of the people that you are addressing and what. Welcome to my YouTube channel, the best place for go-getters, dreamers, and achievers. If you are new to this channel, I want to say big thank you. Thank you so much for tuning to this page. Thank you for tuning to this channel, to this video. I appreciate you guys. And if you are new to this channel, please do not forget to like this video. First and foremost, like this video. Leave a comment. Please don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube channel and leave a comment right after watching this video. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Miriam. I'm a wife, a mom, a student, an entrepreneur, and of course a fashion designer and a YouTuber. I'm based here in San Jose, California. I drop 2 videos every week, Mondays and Wednesdays. And I also go live every Wednesdays and Saturdays. So catch me live on YouTube. Yes, every Saturdays and Wednesdays by 10:30 p.m. Pacific times. Let's continue with today's topic. So come with me, let's go. Let's go. Number 2, start preparing before others even know about the opportunity. Number 3, set a target to act. Keep checking and revising it based on the opportunity that you have. And number 4, keep preparing right up till the target date. Yes, you heard me right. And number 5, hit your target date to act. Number 6, keep preparing even after you act. There may well be a second act, yes, and even a third. Who knows? Being over-prepared is better than being under-prepared, my people. Yes, so it is better for you to walk into the exam hall and take the test feeling cool, like, oh yeah, I slammed it. Oh my God, I can't wait for the result. Than for you to come out of the exam hall saying, oh my God, I'm dead. Like, what did I just do? So it's better to be over-prepared and say, oh, it was just too easy. You know what I mean? Than to come out saying, oh, what did I just do? Yes. I recently spoke in a group of about 60,000 people. It was a fairly niche group and I catered for a very specific audience. I had prepared myself for the likely questions that may come up right after the presentation. It was nice to have a chance to actually think about my responses, before I was put in the position to answer the questions. A day or so before the training, I actually sat down to prepare. So I started making notes. Firstly, in bullet points, which quickly turned into sentences, and then which in turn bound together into paragraphs. And before I knew it, I had written a series of bullet points and they were pretty good. Now, I had developed some decent points and articulated some ideas that I really liked. So I pursued it, practicing my answers out loud, tweaking bits to make them sound more natural when verbalized. Of course, I knew what I was going to say, yes. So please always prepare in advance so you don't catch yourself thinking on the spot, panic, because panic is most likely to set in at that point. Like I said earlier, imagine going to write an exam that will determine the next 6 months of your life or the next 1 year of your life. Going in under-prepared is like setting yourself up for failure. So never ever leave anything to chance. I always tell people this. If you follow me on Instagram, I share daily tips on Instagram about how to start a YouTube channel, how to get prepared, how to build and grow your YouTube channel and get monetized within 6 months. So go ahead and follow me on Instagram at Chassis Everything, as I was saying. So never ever leave anything to chance. If you've been in a situation where you can prepare and you can therefore over prepare, then you will know what I mean. Because outside of our norm, when we face a test of any kind, it's a job interview, an exam, a presentation, public speaking engagement, or a situation where we have to meet new people, there are certain things that we need to do to adequately prepare in order to make the most of ourselves in that situation. Yes. So there are so many things I was never taught in school about presentation, because everything was geared towards written exams. All you needed to do was regurgitate certain keywords and phrases in the right places. But of course, true preparation in real life seems to be much more subtle than that. Yes. And when it comes to social interactions and more unpredictable situations, you will agree with me that mere knowledge or learning is not going to get us through. And it's certainly not going to take us to the next level. More than learning, remind yourself that preparation is a movement of the mind. An extraordinary situation, event, or occasion for which we have something to prepare is going to require us to step out of our comfort operating zone. It will require that we step out of our comfort zone. And it is important to be aware that if we are going to prepare well, then there has to be a conscious effort, a conscious shift that takes place from our normal level to a more switched on and responsive position. So we have to make sure that this happens at the right time. Making sure that this happens at the right time is very key. It is better to arrive early than to get there too late and not being allowed to get in. And then number 2, good preparation actually involves rest and removal from the situation. Because I remember that whenever I have a gig, I like to finish my preparation at least 2 days before the event. I know what time I need to be there. I know what time the event is starting. With everything prepared, I'm able to step away and rest. And there is little worse than turning up burned out and creatively dehydrated and just needing to rest. Number 3, the third tip is start with the end in mind. And one key to preparation is knowing the objective. What are you trying to achieve? What is your theme or subject? What are the points that you are communicating? And with that at the back of your mind, you have a position to come back to know if you're stuck. Knowing your bigger why for doing something gives you a theater which you can explore the surrounding terrain. Yes. Number 4, know the audience whom you are speaking. By having an overview of the people that you are addressing and what you might need to define or explain. Do they know you? If not, then that is part of the preparations that you have to. A part of the preparation is understanding and viewing yourself from a position of no prior knowledge of your credentials or your history. So you have to prepare by knowing how to connect with them on a human level, with whoever it is that is listening. Yes. Number 5, know how you want to depart from the situation. How is this going to end? What are you going to do to make sure that you feel comfortable with the outcome? Knowing your objective, setting your goals, and making sure that you meet it is key to feeling satisfied with how you approached the situation. It is actually horrible to finish something and think that you've messed it up. And this happens when you are not clear with the objectives, so you have no frame of reference by which you can tell yourself a positive story. These are just a few examples of the more subtle ways that we need to prepare for the scenarios that are designed to test us. These situations are paramount if we are to grow and develop. However, we can have negative impacts when we under-prepare with the wrong emphasis. Now, over to you. Can you share a time when you underprepared for an event or a situation and it backfired? I want to know in the comments below. Yes. So thank you so much for watching this video till the very end. If this video has blessed you, you know how we do it. Please don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button and leave your comments as well after watching this video. To all of you that are interested in joining my Facebook group, it is called Business Moguls. We help to inspire business people to take their business ideas to the next level. So if you're interested in joining my group, go ahead and click on the link in the description. I will be more than happy to add you right in the group. So I'll see you guys next week with another powerful and exciting episode. So till then, keep winning and keep shining. Mwah. God bless you all. I love you. Bye. One strategy is, number 1, see the opportunity coming before others. It's better for you to walk into the exam hall and take the advance, so you don't catch yourself thinking on the spot, panic, because panic in real life seems to be much more subtle than that. Be key. It is better to arrive early, not needing to rest. Number 3, the third tip, you can explore the surrounding terrain, a view of the people that you are addressing and what your credentials or your history. So you have to leave your comments as well after watching this video. To all of you that are interested in